Hi there, Stan The Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. So what happens to an annuity when an insurance company fails?
What happens to an annuity when an insurance company fails?
That's for emphasis. We're going to go over that. We're going to say, hey, what happens when Armageddon hits? I'm going to go over every little detail, what you need to prepare for, what you need to look for about that. Armageddon with annuities. So before we do that, let's listen to some music right now. What happens when your annuity provider goes bust? Can you lose money in your annuity? Are fixed annuities insured by the state? I'll tell you what, all of those questions and more are going to be covered in this video. We're going to talk about state guarantee funds. The NOLHGA is what I call them. That's the website. We're going to talk about what I call the Annuity Mafia, which is a very interesting coverage that nobody else talks about but me, Stan The Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. I've been doing this a long time, so I understand the fears that you might have about the safety of your annuity. We're going to cover it all. In the fixed annuity world, fixed annuities are backed by what's called state guarantee funds. Now, each state has one. They have a specific limit that they'll cover with the annuity if the company fails. The site to go to is NOLHGA.com, but understand this. FDIC is the best coverage on the planet. That's what you get with your bank CDs, etc. Do not allow any agent or advisor to tell you that state guarantee funds are the same or better. They're not. It's there. It's protection. But I will tell you this, it's really never been tested. So when you buy an annuity, focus on the claims paying ability of that carrier. So what is and is not covered when your annuity company fails? Good question, and you need to know this before going into an annuity. Not that we're planning on the thing to fail, but you always have to understand the contract. So here's what's covered. The accumulation value of a deferred annuity is covered under those circumstances. What's not covered are those luscious Jimmy Carter yield, pie in the sky, nudge your spouse income riders. Those are not covered when your company fails. So it's the accumulation value. So if you draw a line down a blank sheet of paper visually, this side is the accumulation value. So then let's look at it as indexed annuity, option strategies, and variable annuity mutual fund separate accounts. And then this side is the income rider side, which typically is the highest of the calculations between the two. The accumulation value is what's covered, not the income rider. All right, so we talked about deferred annuities like indexed annuities and variable annuities and the fact that the accumulation value was covered, but the income riders were not covered. So let's talk about QLACs, qualified longevity annuity contracts, deferred income annuities, and single premium immediate annuities. That income stream that you're going to get is covered, which is there's no moving parts, there's no attachments. That amount, that income guarantee that's coming in every single month and hitting your bank account is covered.
The Annuity Mafia, Stan. We're going to protect them, man. We're going to protect the companies.
That's kind of like an Annuity Mafia voice. What am I talking about when I say Annuity Mafia? I'm the only one that says that. But in my world, annuities, my opinion, the annuity industry kind of self-regulates. The big companies kind of look after the small companies, and if somebody goes awry, they come in and swoop down and absorb them. At least that's what I've seen in the past. That's what I call the Annuity Mafia, and I think that's good protection for you. Remember this, annuities are confidence products, and if confidence is lost in the claims paying ability of annuities and the lifetime income guarantees and things like that, annuity industry's over. So what does the Annuity Mafia mean to you? It means that there's some oversight that's hidden and no one really talks about, that the annuity industry kind of oversees itself. And I think that's good for you. Okay, so people always ask me, Stan the Annuity Man, has there been an example here in the recent past of a carrier going under, being absorbed by that state guarantee fund? And what happened? What happened to them? Here's what happened. Back in 2008, I'm not going to name the carrier because I'm not going to do that. That's not nice. But what I am going to tell you is the state guarantee fund absorbed them. I think they were a B-plus company. And very quickly, another company came in and absorbed that company, backed up all the guarantees, no one missed a payment, no one missed anything. Here's the bottom line you got to remember about annuities. They're confidence products. And if my mom in St. Augustine, Florida, who's 82, misses one payment, Game over for the annuity industry. Why? Because she's going to get on TV and go, they didn't send me my money. They didn't send my money. That's what's going to happen. And by the way, the annuity companies know that, and they're not going to let that happen. That's what I call the Annuity Mafia. The big carriers are overseeing the small carriers, and they typically swoop down in and absorb those carriers that get in trouble. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time, but with annuities being confidence products, the big guys, the big carriers do not want the golden goose to go away. Hey, remember this when it comes to annuities and the possibility of the insurance company failing. When you talk to me, Stan The Annuity Man, I represent pretty much every carrier out there. We're going to check the claims paying ability of that carrier. We're going to look at all 4 rating services, AM Best, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch, and use the Comdex rankings as well. In other words, we're going to do our due diligence to find you a very, very strong carrier. With that, you can go to my site at theannuityman.com. We do have Comdex rankings there that you can pull. You can also use our proprietary annuity calculators. You can get my book shipped for free. And you can schedule a call with The Annuity Man, me, Stan The Annuity Man, America's annuity agent. Appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you on the next Stan The Annuity Man video.